Hi guys, and welcome to this new episode of live stream at Books and Life. And today we're gonna be here for some days now. It's just how can I say it's just life happening. But I think it may like the longest 3 to 4 days now that we've not been here, and we said no, 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 no. We have to show up here and talking about identity reinvention. Yeah. So today again we're gonna talk about identity reinvention. And first of all, I want to thank you guys, all of you who have watched so far this new those live streams that we have been doing daily. And thank you so much also for to our special partners YouTube who allow us to have this opportunity. So today talking about identity reinvention. Talking about identity reinvention, we want to talk about identity reinvention in the aspect of the choice. Yes, the choice, because as human beings we have been graced with one of the most wonderful, one of the most beautiful tool ever. Yes, sorry guys. One of the most beautiful tool ever, which is called the power to choose. The power to choose. And today we want especially to talk about the power to choose our inner state. What we mean by inner state is the feeling, the predominant feeling, the predominant, it's not really a feeling, it's but usually we use the feeling to measure what is the state that we are in. That is, are you happy? Are you peaceful? Are you quiet? Are you, but the type of quietness that comes from peace, you understand? Are you sad? Are you depressed? Are you angry? Are you resentful? Are you bitter? Are you ashamed? Are you feeling condemned? Are you afraid? Are you anxious? Are you worried? And so there was such a powerful, 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 powerful tool that has been given to us in the person of the power to choose. That is a gift, a birthright gift given to each and every one of us. And we are so much grateful for that. So today, talking about identity reinvention, we're going to look at that aspect of our being that most of the time we take for granted. And we take it so much for granted that we feel like we don't have that power. We feel that we are we feel consciously and subconsciously that we are subjects, that we are submitted, that we are slaves, that there's nothing that we can do face to face to circumstances, face to face to the behavior of people around us, that there's nothing we can do face to face to a thing that is not supposed to happen but is happening, or that is supposed to happen and it's not happening. And so we found ourselves living that life where perpetually it is others, it is the external, not just others but the external, because that external include the people, the things, and the events are deciding of our inner state. We are happy when the externality, quote unquote, kind of allow us, kind of permit us to be happy. And we are sad and discouraged and depressed and feeling lonely and feeling like nothing is happening for us and everything is happening against us, when the externalities, again, that is the people, the things, and the events, are not in alignment with that which we desire, with that which we long for or dream about. And so today we want to talk about in identity reinvention the very, very, very important fact that as we have decided already to prepare for the best version of ourselves, the next and best version of ourselves in by the end of 2026 and by 2033, we also have to be much aware that choosing to change the way that we have been apprehending, happiness so far has to change. We have to become aware that our inner state, we cannot continue to allow our inner state to depend on externality. It's not gonna work. It is not working so far. It has not been working, by the way, whether we're conscious of it or not. Just look at your life, and it's not going to work. If we have to be the best version of ourselves, if we have not only to be the best version of ourselves, but to continue in that process, because it's a continuous process, then we have to decide from now to start taking back our power, which power is not allowing anymore the externalities to to give us permission to be happy, to give us permission to be at peace, to give us permission to feel satisfied and content. Not allowing anymore that is the externality that our measure is our measurement of peace, of joy, of satisfaction, and of fulfillment. We're deciding that we are flipping the equation around by deciding that we are the measurement. It is my joy, my intrinsic joy, my intrinsic satisfaction and sense of fulfillment that is now regulating my externality and not the other way around. Because in this journey of good morning, Frederick. In this journey of identity reinvention, we cannot continue giving our power to externalities because by essence, externalities are subject to change. Whether they are people, whether they are things, whether they are circumstances, their very essence is that they will change. One thing is sure about the externalities. One thing that doesn't change, let me rephrase it another way. One thing that doesn't change about externalities is that they will change. And so and so we do not want that anymore. We want to be in control. We have always been in control, by the way, whether we were aware of it or not. But now we have become conscious and we want to grow in that consciousness that we are in control of everything that is in our jurisdiction. And the first control that we have to exercise, as Socrates will say, is a control over ourselves. If we can have the control over ourselves, then we can control anything else that revolves around us. And so is in view of that we are saying that identity reinvention demands that we take back our power. Sorry, guys. It demands that we take back our power, which is the power to choose our inner state. It's the power to choose our inner state. It's not the comedy, watching a comedy that is supposed to make us happy. It's us choosing to be happy that can decide that I want to watch a comedy show. It is not the music that we are listening to. It is not the music that we are listening to that is making us joyful and peaceful. It is us choosing to be peaceful and joyful that is now deciding in that peaceful and joyful state to listen to music. Do you see how things, the switch, the very subtle switch, but yet switch is. So we decide to take control of our lives. We decide to become conscious in the control that we have over our lives, which has always been ours, so that we can allow this life entrusted to us to go the way we want it to go and be the blessing that our life has always been designed to be, to our families, to our communities, and to the whole world. Into the whole world. We are not just here to come and go. We are not just here to come and go. We are here to have an impact. And we are here to have an impact, having fun, having the impact. We are not supposed to have the impact and being stressed out and being fearful and being exhausted and being burned out while having the impact. But we are supposed to have fun while having the impact. We are supposed to be living life in delight while having the impact, while making the impact. That is just a natural way that the life has been conceived for us. So first and foremost is being aware that we have the choice to choose our inner state. It is a birthright and it has always been ours, but we were not aware of it, that's all. And after that, practicing that choice of ours to choose our inner state, because the circumstance, the externality will continue to be externality. That means they will continue to happen. You cannot control the behavior of people. You cannot control people, what they do, what they say, what they don't say. You cannot control the circumstances to a certain extent. There will always be, to a certain extent, unforeseen circumstances. There's always going to be, to a certain extent, things that you did not plan for, but they still happened. And when it comes to the things, okay, today they have a great value, tomorrow they tell you that it has no value anymore. It has no value anymore, according to someone that sat somewhere and that nobody knows who it is, but yet he's the one that is deciding that this thing, the value of it yesterday was $100, today is $0. So things fluctuate. Everything that is external to us keeps on fluctuating. So when we choose to take back our birthright, which is the power, the choice taking back the power to choose our inner state, we have to practice it, especially face to face with the contradiction, face to face with when people do not behave or act the way we are expecting them to, especially when things are not happening the way they were supposed to, especially when circumstances are not showing up the way they were supposed to. That is the very core moment where we are called to actually practice, to show the practice now by doing the thing, to choose our inner state, to choose that is not going to change anything. That you see this state, I choose to be happy. This circumstance, this person has done this, has not done that, this thing happen, not happen, is not going to change. In fact, I'm going to make sure that my inner state is unmoved, is even increasing in that joy. That the expression of joy within me is even increasing. The expression of peace within me is even increasing. While these circumstances, these people, this person, this thing is happening or not happening, I'm gonna make sure that my inner state even is is even deeper in that joy, in that peace, in that quietness of mind. That's where the practice starts. And as everything, the more we practice, the more we become skillful at the practice. The more we practice, the more we are good at the practice, until it becomes fully part of our behavior, of our character. That no matter what happened, the externality or do not happen in the family, in the business, in the job, in the office, in the streets, in the neighborhood, no matter, it doesn't move our inner state, because we have decided to be happy people. We have to come to that plan the same way, we have decided that we decide that I'm going to be rich. We have to decide that we are going to be happy people. We have to decide I am going to be a happy person. It doesn't matter the who, the what, the don't. I have decided that I'm going to be a happy person, and to be in that frequency, and to choose to stay there no matter what. I'm going to be a happy person. I'm going to be a happy person. So I'm going to be a happy person. Nothing can change that. I'm going to be a happy person. Period. I'm going to be a happy person. There's nothing, there's no one, there is no circumstances. I'm taking back my power. With my full chest, I'm taking back that power. I'm taking back my power. That my state, my inner state, is not resting on anything, on anyone's doing or undoing, happening or not happening. Is my power, is my birthright, is my choice. Then, if I can choose, insist I can choose, I choose to be happy. I choose to be joyful. I choose to be at peace. Because that's my choice, that's my birthright given to me. Therefore, I choose life. And life is choosing happiness, life is choosing joy, life is choosing peace. And I choose so. So it will demand from us a retraining of the mind. It will demand of us a real retraining of the mind. But we can do it. If we could not do it, we will not be the human race till now. We will have disappeared like many other races are disappearing along the history of the planet Earth. But we are still here because somehow there is a knowing in us that when we decide something, and unfortunately it goes the both way, even when that decision is like, oh, when we decide something, we actually see through it. We actually see through it. We actually see through it. So identity reinvention in the aspect of the power of choosing our inner state and making use of that beautiful authority, beautiful superpower given to us as choosing our state, inner state, because we are the common denominator to everything. Is the best, is the most important, is the most valuable, and that's it. And that's it. So we are very much grateful to that. So guys, it's on this note that I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna leave you, and I'm gonna see you again tomorrow for another live stream. In between, take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourself, love yourself, accept yourself, do not judge yourself. We meet up again tomorrow for another point. And by the way, I want to remind you, I want to remind you that my first course, the Reinvented Woman Blueprint, is already available. The link is in the description box. That link is for those of you who, in view of the different live stream that we've done around the subject of identity reinvention and how to do the shifts for your lives in a daily basis, on a daily basis, that course is for you because we are intentional people. We do not just wait for things to happen. That course is for you. The Reinvented Woman Blueprint is going to change your life. The link is in the description box. So now on this, I leave you. We will meet up again tomorrow. Bye bye, guys.